Did you see the hog gathering yet? Where Joe Biden and Trump one people chant as they eat at the vaccinated only food court without showing their vaccination cards? You know what's really funny? Like, we are such a fundamentally broken country. Everything now is just like petty grievances expressed through the framework of team sports. One team is the hog team, the Republican team. The other team is the liberal team, the elitist. They love science and reasoning. The other side is like angry and patriotic. They love America and they want to rid it from the feminine, soy-faced, un-American pieces of shit. But like, ultimately, this is what you do when you're bored. Okay, we're like monkeys playing with their own shit in captivity. We're creating arguments where no such argument should exist.
Thank you for being
and then becoming ride or die for the dumbest things. Like, yeah, I went to the food court and I ate it in the vaccinated section. It's like, oh, yeah, dude, you really did something there, man. You are Rosa Parks. You are the Rosa Parks of the unvaccinated anti-vaxxer movement. Congratulations. This is what you do when you are just so insanely privileged and bored. This is the privilege to be bored and to find your own like new version of victimhood. Like when you fucking yell at some like 18-year-old minimum wage worker and you like spit in their fucking face and shit because Facebook just rotted your fucking brain. Like whatever remaining bodily functions you had that your brain controls barely works because a healthy diet of corn subsidies and Facebook just evaporated your fucking brain. You have no more wrinkles. All of the wrinkles have been ironed out.
Fuck Joe Biden! Fuck Joe Biden!
Look at all these Donald Trump Jr. fans, dude. That's crazy. They're all fans of Don Jr. They get Don Jr. cameos and shit. You know what I mean? They're like, that's why you're doing it, because I saw Don Jr. I mean, they're just having fun. Like, I don't know. I don't know how to feel about this. This doesn't make me angry anymore. Like, it's kind of sad. Like, watching them behave this way is like very fucking sad. Yeah, this is Kid Rock after he stopped doing crack, dude. Someone says, is that Kid Rock? No, it's Kid Rock once he was done with crack. Bro, this is a perfect fucking rendition of American politics. Everything and anything that we associate with now is expressed through the framework of team sports, and team sports are divided along culture lines, okay, in the culture war, and like mask wearing is a part of that, obviously. Like public health measures are a part of that. We don't trust any of our fucking institutions, and the thing that we care about more than anything else is consumption. And that's precisely why this is the peak of activism for the average American hog, going to the fucking fancy ass mall in what I suspect is a rich neighborhood, because this is like a nice ass fucking mall, going to the food court of that nice ass mall, sitting there and doing an act of radical provocation. This is it. And it's the same energy as all of those hogs that were like, we need to defend the Hobby Lobby when the BLM activists are coming here, brother. It's like, yeah, dude, you're going to do some fucking crafts. And that's why you need to get in your fucking King Rancher with your tactical kitted out AR-15 and stand outside the fucking Hobby Lobby because, you know, the BLM activists are coming for the Hobby Lobby. And it's the same energy as like hogs doing the you know, reopen the economy, COVID is fake protest, because everything falls apart. The system completely relies on the consumer's ability to consume. Everything in American society, all the way down from like your individual experiences and even something as personal as your like interpersonal relationships or your own identity, is associated with consumption. Every part of our identity, all the way from like the way we view ourselves, all the way to how legislation is written, revolves around the consumption and the consumer experience. And what I mean by that is, I don't know if you guys know this or not, but like in America, we used to have trust busting to stop industries from horizontally and vertically expanding to create what is known as monopolies, right? We had antitrust laws. The modern depiction of antitrust laws literally revolve around the consumer experience. That's why Amazon is able to monopolize and absolutely eviscerate like the online e-commerce space, because, and this is real, this is our current understanding of antitrust laws in the United States of America. As long as the consumer gets low prices, you can become a monopoly, and it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what you're doing on the back end to the workers. It doesn't matter if like you slowly but surely increase the prices. It doesn't matter whatever kind of power you have as a monopoly. As long as the consumer on the consumption side is saying like, yeah, this is cheap goods and I'm happy for it, we don't care. That is literally the current interpretation of antitrust laws in this country. Relatively low prices. That's what I mean when I say like every part of our understanding, our experiences, our identities, and our legislation revolves around consumption. And that's precisely why when you want to do like, when you feel like your freedoms are being taken away, it's perhaps best represented in the fucking food court of a mall. It's perhaps best represented when you can't go to Applebee's and get a $5 jalapeno popper. That is the greatest thing that America offers you. So when that's taken away from you, well, then you're like, well, what the fuck? This sucks. It's like living in California and experiencing like bad weather for a little bit. This morning I woke up and it was gray and I was like, well, fuck this shit. Now all of a sudden, like I might as well be living in New Jersey. What the fuck? Like everything falls apart in California if it's no longer sunny and 72 degrees. And that's the exact same concept here. Everything that you experience as an American falls apart if you can't have your pure, unadulterated, unfettered commodity consumption, the crack, every single day. And that's why you see these kinds of protests. Like, you know, this is a radical demonstration of power. The petite bourgeois rising up because they can't let off fucking steam without wearing a goddamn mask for like 3.5 minutes. Fuck Joe Biden. Fuck this country. I can't believe I can't, like, you know, go to the fucking mall food court and eat Panda Express with my daughters. Dozens of anti-mandate activists have entered the vaccinated-only food court in Staten Island chanting USA, USA. Yeah, look, it's perfect. This is activism. The activism that we're here to do today is to eat fucking Panda Express at the mall, dude. We're here to eat Taco Bell at the fucking expensive ass mall that we probably offered local subsidies to, instead of fucking fixing the potholes, or instead of like actually having a better EMS response system. And you know, we're going to go to that fucking mall and we're going to eat Taco Bell. Because the reality is we make a lot of sacrifices here in America. Obviously, it's nothing compared to like the overwhelming majority of the world that has to unfortunately experience American imperialism or Western imperialism in general. But our sacrifices are, you know, dog shit social safety nets, a divided nation of fucking hogs and liberals that hate one another, ultimate sacrifice that you might engage in by selling your body to the American government and get fucked up irreparably. Get fucked up in a way where, you know, you're just like either blown to fucking bits or you're just damaged in a way that is like almost impossible to repair. And like the American government certainly is not going to offer you the comprehensive medical care that you need, that they told you would get. Also, you can get a fucking communications degree and then fail in the same dog shit job market like the rest of us. But ultimately, all of those sacrifices are so that you can go to fucking Taco Bell and eat Taco Bell. All those sacrifices are so you can go to the fucking Applebee's and scream at the waitress for a little bit and feel like a fucking big man. Reinforce to the rest of the world in our, you know, captive slave labor service economy that you are better than them, even for a brief moment. Doesn't matter if you yourself are a fucking cog of the machine. Doesn't matter if you yourself are either an HVAC specialist yourself, or you own a little small business like that, you know, you own a landscaping business, or if you yourself are a worker. Ultimately, in that moment, you can yell at a fucking service industry person and feel like a big boy while you're fucking chowing down on, you know, 3,000 calorie jalapeno poppers that are slowly but surely filling your fucking arteries with lard. And that's the American fucking dream, or rather, that's the social contract that we have signed. That's what we know. That's what we do best. We consume. We open up our fucking mouths like this, and we just, you know, shove this food and all this other shit down our goddamn gullet.
Then we're gonna meet back over there and go into the food court
Yes, chatters. Yes, you can fix her. Okay. Yes, you can fix her. I mean, you now understand why I also loved New Jersey. Okay. I mean, this is every Paul Mitchell hairdresser that I loved in college. Please, I need hopium. I can't handle this. I mean, ultimately, it doesn't matter. Like, these people are pathetic. You don't have to be. So just fucking laugh at them and live your life and try to find joy. Okay? That's it. This is the way they find joy. They were not asked to show vaccine cards despite a sign at the entry stating it's required. Food court is letting everyone eat regardless of their vaccination status. Yeah, that's the funniest part. They were there expecting resistance. They were there because they thought like, oh, they're not going to let us in, but I'll show them. It's like, why in the absolute ever-loving fuck would some fucking $7.25 an hour 18-year-old have to put up with a bunch of fucking disgusting, sweaty hogs that are bouldering their way over to the fucking, Taco Bell, Sarku, Japan, Piatino, Italian, Mediterranean cuisine part of the fucking food court? Like, they're not gonna fucking stop you. They don't care, and they shouldn't care. They're just there to fucking make a little bit of money, hopefully to buy some drugs. The funniest part about this, by the way, is in their minds, what they are doing is equivalent to Rosa Parks. What they're doing is equivalent to MLK. They legitimately are so lost in the sauce, so desperate to find victimhood where none exists, so profoundly privileged, they're fucking bored enough to do this shit, right? That they think like this is oppression. No one's ever told me no. You don't get to tell me no. I'm an American. The entitled, selfish American exceptionalist attitude, the American individualism just oozing out of their fucking orifices. That they are doing this, angry as fuck, pathetic, hate their goddamn lives. They're doing this. This is a show of solidarity for them because they found other moronic hogs just like them to get together and engage in this like political action. What is the political action? Going to the fucking food court. How pathetic, dude. Utilize a fraction of this fucking energy to get health care. Pressure your fucking congressperson to do something for you once. But no, they don't give a fuck about that because that's the other side of the bargain. All they give a fuck about is this. Don't get in the way of my Sbarro, motherfucker. Okay? Don't get in the way of my Chick-fil-A. That's it. I don't give a fuck if I can't have health care. And then I'll get even more mad when, the fucking bill comes around because I have heart disease. Guess what, bitch? Now I have COVID. I need to get like medical help from the hospital. And now that ICU bill is going to fuck me up the ass. But hey, that's all right because ultimately I didn't wear a mask. I didn't get vaccinated when they told me I should. And I'm not going to do that because I'm a free thinker. But then I also went and I got fucking Sbarro at the local food court. They pled allegiance to the flag as they attend a vaccine-only restaurant without showing vaccine cards and protest the mandate. Bro, this is like, all right, computer, find me a fucking Adam Curtis type beat, please. I'm sorry, this is perfect, dude. Here. And the Americans looked on, pledging allegiance to a flag that caused so much bloodshed, for they were not aware that the only thing that held us together was the glue of rampant commodity consumption. That's so good, dude. That's like, I mean, straight up, like this is Adam Curtis type beat right here. Perfect. It's literally perfect. Pulling up the fucking flag and pledging allegiance to the flag in the middle of a fucking food court is the perfect like representation of American hogism under a capitalist organization of the economy. It is so insane, but in so many ways, like the most obvious thing that should happen and that would happen.
Well, the mandate in general, it sucks, but I can't get any more general than that. It sucks. They're going to start telling me to take an experimental drug. And yes, I have 2 relatives that passed away from COVID, but now they're telling me take a needle. Last week it was take a booster. When does it end? That's pretty much what I feel about mandates.
Wow, dude. My man has got it figured out. I don't know why anyone would. I mean, zero falsehood stated on this, dude. All facts, dude. All facts, no printer, no cap. My man is just, he's got it figured out, dude. Yeah, I wouldn't, it's a fucking experiment, dude. You missed it? He said 2 of his relatives already died. Shut the fuck up.
Making kids wear masks in school, they're psychologically screwing the kids' head up. They just don't know it yet.
Yeah. You know what really psychologically screws a fucking kid up? When their fucking parents die because they were dumb fucking hogs who didn't want to get the fucking vaccine. Like, guess what, dude? That is significantly worse than wearing a fucking mask, okay? God damn it.
I don't like experiments. If I buy a new car, I'd like to wait a year to see what's screwed up about the car and has that been repaired.
Dude, that's not even true. Like, there's no shot he behaves this way. Okay? No one does that. Like, that's bullshit. I don't know why he's also looking to, like, show some random stranger how logically consistent he is. Like, oh yeah, you do it for your car too? Okay, never mind. Then it makes sense that you do it for the vaccine, I guess. Like who cares, bro? You're fucking dumbass anti-vaxxer surrounded by other dumbass anti-vaxxers. Like, trust me, you don't have to fucking describe like your logical system to be like, it's airtight. It's fucking airtight. You're at a mall. You're at a food court of a mall. It is the most hellish place. It is perhaps the absolute worst fucking place you can be. I hate malls. I despise them. I used to love them as a child when I used to come to America. I was like just captivated by how massive they were. And I mean, we have them in Turkey too. I fucking hate them. I get lost in them. They're designed like dog shit. I mean, this is a very nice food court. It's the nicest food court I've ever seen personally. And I suspect that is because, you know, it's a relatively wealthy neighborhood, as I said earlier, of Staten Island.
This is Marxist. This is deep state stuff. The people I was at the Capitol with on the 6th,
Of course he was at the Capitol. Dude, this guy needs friends. Like, that's it. This guy feels alienation just like you and I do. I mean, probably not. He probably is like a small business owner. Let's be real. Okay, I actually take it back. He's hitting me. He's giving me like real fucking, you know, I own a HVAC business vibes. The thing is, like, he's lonely. That guy is fucking lonely. That guy's lonely as fuck. He doesn't have anywhere else to go, and neither do you, really. Like, we're all lonely as fuck. COVID broke our brains, dude. Like, it totally broke our brains. Like, everyone is looking for a sense of community, and that guy found it on QAnon and you know, anti-vaxxer conspiracy theories and, like, loving Trump. But you can see it. Like, look how excited he is to describe his point of view to anyone that will listen. Like, yeah, it's Marxism. I was at the Capitol. Like, that's it. He wants friends. That's all he wants. His wife probably fucking divorced him. You know what I mean? You know, his children probably despise him. He's just hanging out with the homies. This is what he's doing. This is what he's doing for fun. This is funsies for him. It's like, ultimately, right-wing reactionary political action and activism is oftentimes, it has to be something like stupid. You know what I mean? Why would you, as a conservative, like, what do you want? You have everything. This is still a pretty fucking white supremacist society that was built on the foundations of slavery and genocide and upholding white supremacist values. It's what children learn, no matter what the fuck their background is in schools. Like, we have a conservative supermajority in the Supreme Court. They get to fucking dictate the laws. The Democratic Party is controlled opposition. They don't do shit. They don't ever genuinely push the values that they supposedly espouse when they campaign every fucking 4 years or every 2 years. Like, you have everything. So when you have everything, you just gotta fucking yell about like dumb shit. When you have so much privilege, you gotta find things to get upset about. And that's what they're doing. Because they're fucking lonely just like everyone else is too. He's so excited. Look at him describing everything. He's like, yeah, dude.
They're psychologically screwing the kids' head up. They just don't know it yet because that's going to take years to find out the repercussions.
Yeah, dude. This guy actually, on the other hand, is a beacon of like mental fortitude. You know what I mean? When I think of someone who has their shit wired correctly, I think of Kid Rock once he stopped doing crack cocaine. That's who I think of. I think of a guy who like brought an old ass American flag to a fucking anti-vaxxer protest in his local mall and thinks he's doing a political demonstration and being brave and courageous at the fucking mall.
But when it comes to the vaccine, I wouldn't let my pregnant wife.
See, notice how he said, I wouldn't let my pregnant wife, and then he stopped himself and said, a pregnant wife? That's because my man is a victim of divorce court. You understand that? I'm 100% correct on my assertion, my original assertion. That right there is a victim of divorce court. That's a family court hog, brother. I know. There's a smell on him. There's a fucking stink. There's a sense of desperation that you get. It's just quiet desperation turned into this like fucking political anger that comes out as like political righteous indignation and righteous anger towards literally the most idiotic facets of society. I wouldn't let my pregnant wife, and then the fucking little tear drops down.
We're all in here. There are probably about 100 of us, and we all said no. What I need you guys to do is to say no. Challenge these mandates.
I can't tell if this is like an op. You know what I mean? It's like the final goal is like eating food at the mall. How do they get 100 people to join this? It doesn't make any sense. I mean, people are so fucking stupid, dude. Like, it's like the same shit that liberals do, and they're like, I'm not going to consume Goya beans because Donald Trump said Goya beans are good, so I'm going to consume the other bean brand. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, what the fuck are you guys doing? How about you eat whatever the fuck you want to eat, okay? You fucking losers. Holy shit. And then conservatives are like, I'm buying all the fucking Goya beans. Yeah, that's right. It's going to fucking trigger the libs. And like, meanwhile, the Goya executives are like, oh, this is so good. Oh, please.
What we did today was we showed, we come together, we say no, we put it to the test, no enforcement. Start paying attention to what's going on.
I mean, I fucking don't think that they would ever have it. I just don't think that this is like being enforced anywhere regardless. It should be, but it's not. Like, what are they going to do? What you think like some fucking low minimum wage employee is going to fucking sit there and be like have to go through your disgusting halitosis ass and like have to talk to you and you're like, you're a fucking Nazi, you're a Gestapo, you can't stop me, this is exactly like the Jews in the fucking Holocaust over here.
So what we did here today was the first step of
this is the shirt he has, grunt style, get in loser, we're doing freedom shit. Dude, they're so easy to dupe. They're so easy to fucking, you know, sell shit to hawk products, dude. They just want to fucking buy. They got a lot of disposable income.